Hello and welcome. Woo, looks like I got a better connection today. Looks like things are connecting. So hello everybody and welcome. Thank you for joining me. Hello. Good morning. It's a better connection today. So things are somewhat connecting. It was oh boy, yesterday my computer that I use all the time decided to go on the blitz. It crashed. I had to do a reformatting, downloading from my backup, the cloud, and getting things back up onto line and getting it going again. There's still some little things that I have to still have to get done. It's interesting how you just get so reliant on everything, and it's just like, it's supposed to work, and then it doesn't work, and you're just like, oh my God, it's not working. So it took me a couple hours to do that yesterday. So luckily, I kind of knew what I was doing, followed the instructions, and that's why I have two computers, and I will be needing another computer sometime in the near future. But it's one of those things that because of the business, the things that I do, and I'm online everything all the time, you have to make sure you're backing shit up, and you are making sure you got everything coordinated. So yeah, that's a big one. So anyways, hopefully everybody's doing great today. That energy is sure coming in fast and furious, and we're in some really crazy wonkiness. I guess wonky, Willy Wonka and the chocolate factory. That's crazy. That's how I feel. It's like you're going into a world, and you're coming into this exploration of a world, but you don't know exactly what to expect and where we should go and where we shouldn't go, what we should be doing. So it's really important to begin to start to know. Wonky is a good word. Yeah, it is a good word. National Fashion Day. Whoo! National Fashion Day. Wow. I don't know if they're doing the runway today. It's not too bad of a day. I mean, Chiron is going to go retrograde tonight. So we do have Venus speeding up. Like she's making, she's above the horizon line in the morning. So, and the sun is below the horizon line. So she's starting to do her thing. And being that morning star, she's allowing herself to shine bright and be out there and be seen. So we have some of that, of wanting to be out there and be seen, wanting to feel good in what we're doing, and get excited in the things that we are wanting to do. And it is that warrior energy that's coming in with that Mars, is to push forward in what we are wanting to do, to go forward into our life. And this is to have it happen to it naturally or within organically. Naturally and organically, that's the word I heard today. So naturally and organically, and taking the steps as we are going forward, and taking the steps. The thing is that with the North nodes in Gemini and Venus in Gemini, this is really where, let's take the steps. Let's do what we need to do, and allow what is coming out. Allow what is coming out. Allow for that energies to unfold for you. The warrior wants to push through it because the warrior wants what the warrior wants. The warrior wants to win this battle. And this is where we have to allow for God, the fates, the divine, our divineness, to intercede upon our path. And as it does so, as it intercedes upon our path, as it allows for us to walk upon our path, that we allow it to unfold organically. Meaning that the way the laws work, they work in a very organic way. They work in a very natural way, like nature. Nature is naturally occurring, right? It does what it's going to do. The leaves are going to blossom, the flowers are going to bloom, the bees are going to buzz. Things are going to unfold. But we have our ego and we want it done a certain way. We want it, and that's that, with Mars going through Aries right now. I mean, he's battling through, he's going through and he's getting the information. Oh, what's going on? What's happening? What's da 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 da. And he's, he is the warrior. He's going off to win the war, right? He's understanding everything that's going on, but he's going forward to win this war. He's going forward to have an understanding. This is what I need to do in order for me to win the war, not the battle, the war. Because many great generals know that it's not necessarily that you're winning all these little battles, but it's what you win in the end, right? And I know talking about war and talking about battles triggers people, and they don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about war. I don't want to talk about battles, or I don't want to talk about God. Don't use that word. This is stepping into, because God has a plan. And there is a plan there, and we need to allow for the unfolding to happen. And it could be that you're pushing so hard because you're fighting against something you think you're opposing to. And you're fighting against this opposition of what it is that you hate or you don't like. Instead of looking at it and I'm looking at my paintings in front of me, and there's a tree and it's in front of the moon. So I'm just going to grab it because it's speaking to me right now. So this is a painting I have. And what I'm thinking with this painting, you see this tree and then you have the moon behind it. And I'm thinking of the Hangman. All right. So in the tarot, so we have the Hangman. But the Hangman, I mean, he's looking at things. It's like a holding pattern, looking at things in a new way, looking at things organically and allowing for them to unfold. When we're pushing for something to be a certain way, we're pushing for things to be where it always has been, which is a good example. Like I moved the ketchup. God help me. It's always here. Why'd you move it? Well, I was cleaning up and I put it in the cupboard. Wow, how would we know it was in the cupboard? Maybe if we took a step back instead of reacting to look at things in an organic way and allow ourselves to say, oh, well, if it's not here, it must be somewhere else. It's somewhere better. But many times we're reactive to things. We're reactive to the situations, and this is the way we want it. We want it this way. And so many of us are very are feeling that way. And with the sun opposing Saturn, or opposing Jupiter and Pluto, I mean, Jupiter, of course, is not happy in Capricorn. He'd rather be in Cancer. He loves Cancer. He loves to feel all of that greatness and be, and have all that, love and hominess. Like he loves that. That's what he wants. He doesn't feel that where he is because he's not allowed to expand. He is very restricted. There are rules. There are regulations. This is what we got to do. But this is where we have to go in and allow and take a new perspective and see what can unfold organically. See where the opportunities are, because they are there. But we get very blinded by things that are around us. Chiron is going to be going retrograde later on this evening. And there is some opposition that's going to be happening. There is this energy of unfolding. It is our tree of life. This is our long term. And it's funny, I was doing teaching tea leaf readings last night, and I wrote down the things that I saw in my reading, that because everybody's doing their own reading. And I saw the tree, and I saw a park, and And now, now that today, sometimes you don't get all the answers the very first time you look at it. So it comes to you a little later. And I was like, oh, the tree of life, allowing things to unfold. Where are the roots? Where are the deepness? There is a lot of craziness right now and things that we can't control, but it's to find out what we can control. Here in Calgary, we might be going under a mandate that we'll have to wear masks, right? Australia, I'm not sure. I think there's no fly-ins or fly-outs. Australia is totally locked down. The EU is not allowing any Americans into their country at this time. So we're seeing a lot of restrictions coming up. We're seeing where things are coming in, and it's like wanting to put us into this vice grip, into this wonkiness of life. And people are wanting it to be a certain way. I want it to look this way. I want it to unfold this way. Instead, we don't need to be moving around right now. Instead of just allowing. And the word organic comes in because when you do things organically, that means you're allowing. It's like a walkabout because Australia is coming in. So I got a walkabout. And I talk about walkabouts too in my Journey Club, which is happening in September. People go for this walkabout. To go on a walkabout is a spiritual journey where you go and you allow for your guides, your God to guide you through this and trust that everything is going to be provided for you. I was reading this book and I think it's called Down Under. And she was this a woman from the States. She goes to Australia. But to make a long story short, she ends up going on this unannounced walkabout. She was not expecting to go on it, but the elders and the people, the Aboriginals, took her on this. And to go on this walkabout, this was like you basically wore this one outfit. Her clothes were all gone. And to trust as you trust that person who's leading at that time. Each person had a time to lead. Trust. She talked about the women when they'd go off and they had their cycle and they would come back with, and this is going to gross people out, but they'd come back with their clots because the clots were filled with iron. And they'd utilize that in medicine, in different medicines that they would prepare for when people got sick. They would trust that when the flies came and they went into a fly mask, but the flies were eating all the dead skin off of them. And it was like a facial. They trusted that everything was being provided for, even when it seemed to be traumatic or horrible. Treat it with peace. Yeah. All of the, and I know people like, oh my God, no, but the acid in there killing off whatever bacteria that's there. Trusting, she even did a thing where one of the person that she befriended, he broke his leg. And for her, she's like, oh my God, we got to get a helicopter in here. I don't have a phone. How are we going to do this? And they said, no, we will mend it. We will mend it. And because they just trusted, they just like, yeah, the leg will mend. Yeah, it broke. Okay, we'll just let it hold here for a little bit and it'll mend. And the leg was perfectly fine. It was a trust. It was like, for us, we're going into this. We're like, whoa, that's not the way we like to see things. That's not the way we want to see it. That my ego says that's not right. My ego says you need this and you need this and you need this in order for things to happen. But here God's coming in and saying, you just got to trust. There's a divine alignment that's coming in for all of us. And I'm going to send out love for you, Shelley, because you haven't felt good in a long time. So I'm sending out some blessings there for you to feel better and to allow yourself to be open to feel better. And that's the other thing. There are times the thing is like, yeah, there are times with, well, I think it was last week, where my stomach, it just did not feel well, but I had to take that time to allow for some healing to happen, because that's what we need to do. And look at what we are so grateful for. This year is 2020 vision, looking at things in new ways, new directions. We have this energy that's coming in with that, with that Pluto and Saturn and Jupiter. Yeah, it's there, and they're not going anywhere. So let's look at the benefits that are coming together for us. Let's look into these reflections, this re-identifying, where we actually need to re-identify things in our own lives. And some of it is still, there's a lot of people like, I need it to be this way, instead of like, okay, it's not there. You moved the ketchup bottle. Okay, cool. All right, okay, it's in the cupboard, because there's room in the cupboard now, because I arranged it. Okay, that's fine. This is where we, but we get stuck. It's got to be this way. And we got to let it go, because things are going to unfold. And with Mercury going direct, it'll be going direct on Sunday, early Sunday morning. It's coming in with this newness, but it's not going to be up to full power, right? It's not going to be up to full power. It's still going to be slow, but it's going to come in. And we have next week a new moon coming up, but it's in Cancer. So this is the ending of this eclipse cycle of 18 months of Cancer Capricorn. So this is taking to us even deeper into our emotions and saying, we got to allow ourselves to open up to our feelings, to open up to that depth and our knowingness. If we're not, we're going to find that we're going to miss out. Nature's magical energy. And it's the way it unfolds, and it does it perfectly. There's a perfect orchestration. So for us, each of us, nobody on the planet right now, I cannot see anybody on the planet saying, yeah, life is just so great and I'm doing great and I'm just allowing things to happen. Sorry, we all have egos on this earth. Doesn't matter where you live. You might adjust to the things that are going on, but you may not like what is going on. So you got to accept what it is that you're feeling. What is it that's happening within you? Where is that place that you can come to within the eye of the storm, that you can step into your vortex of and allow for you to regenerate yourself with that energy? Because I think many times we have to go on those little walkabouts to see, to trust, to know that God, Goddess, the divine is leading us. Because there's a great orchestration that's going on right now. And we all don't know the exact outcome of this all. And if you're wanting to know exactly, and that's the thing, is like doing readings right now, it's not an easy task, I have to say, because there's so many unknowns. And like a lot of people are like, I don't want to know about the outside world. I just want to know about my world. And the thing is that the outside world has so much to do with your world. If you're not a witness to the energies that are outside of you, because you are a part of what has created that outside world. We are all a part of it. We are all everybody wanted some kind of change, something new, something different than what we had. Well, we're getting it. We're getting it. We may not like exactly how it's unfolding. So when doing a reading and showing people, it's like, there are things in your life. Yeah, you might have movements. Yes, you can go ahead. You can do things and start to plan. But also know that you're going to have to maybe ebb and flow through things in a very organic way, and not just try and be the jackhammer and push your way all the way through. There's some strategy that's coming in for us. and we have to strategize within ourselves on the flow that we need to take. Crazy. It's crazy. It's really crazy. And it's wonky. And it's just going to get wonkier. The fall is just going to be wonkier. So for now, right now, today, look at the beauty that is around you. Look at the excitement that you do have in your life and focus on that. And don't let your ego blow things out of proportion. Because that's the thing. The ego will blow it out. It's just like my husband having a fit about the ketchup. His ego got blown out of bits. My ego got blown out of bits because I was like, look for it, damn it. Two Scorpios. God help us. So we have my readings are still on a sliding scale. So if you are wanting to book in, time is becoming very limited on when people can book in. So if you are wanting to get a reading, definitely. It's either $50, $60, or $50, $90, or $160, your choice. Same reading, just what fits your budget. And just to let you know, on next Thursday, this coming Thursday, because is going to be the new moon, and I will be putting out my sale again. So if you want your mini reading for $25, I'm putting that out, and it's only for that day. So, and I take a limited amount of people to do the readings, and that's it. So if you sort of wanting to get a reading, but you're like, I can't afford $50, but maybe $25, but it is a recorded reading. It isn't a one-on-one with me online, just an FYI. So it is a recorded reading. So if you're wanting that, that's going to be coming up. That's for next week. You wouldn't get it till next Thursday, Friday, just to let you know. So, but you can pre-order that. We also have, I want to do some classes. So I was looking for some feedback from you guys. I'm thinking of magical herbs in your cupboard, and which would be a one-day class. We could do it as a one-day class, and the tarot class. If you're feeling up to doing a, say, 5 to 6 week class over the summertime. And it would be in the afternoon. I would do it in the afternoon. I wouldn't do it in the evening. So it'd be like an afternoon class. So an afternoon tarot class. So if you're interested, or if that sort of intrigues you, let me know. And starting in September, we have Journey Club starting. And I can hardly wait, because Journey Club, you're going to find I feel like this is going to be one of the most important Journey Clubs that I've ever going to be teaching. It is starting on September 13th, and it's only going to be 8 weeks this time. I'm not breaking it up into, part 1 and part 2. This is going to be the full 8 weeks. And it's going to be where I feel people are going to get the most benefit is in the first part. Not so much people in the second part. I think they do, but the first part of my Journey Club you do, because we really get into the big F. We really work on self and self-discovery. And I know when people are wanting to take that dive in, it's there. It's $444. Through my experience, I've given it away. I've given it to people, but I feel the people, a lot of times, 90% of the people that I did give it to either didn't show up or they weren't prepared for it. So this is where the commitment has to be yours. The commitment has to be yours. And I will be teaching it in person at Blessed Circle, and I will be teaching it online at the same time. So you can be anywhere in the world. And so we have those beautiful things happening. So sending you guys out so much love, and let me know what you are thinking, or if there's a class that you're interested in, and maybe I taught it, or that you're wondering if I do teach it, get a hold of me, because I do have a lot of different classes in my entourage. I got a lot of classes that I've sort of put in the archives in my vault. I'm like Disney. I have a vault, and I can open the vault and see what comes out. What does Mickey Mouse hand me? Oh, that's just an odd kind of thought. That's just weird. So it goes with the wonkiness. So kind of like the way the chart looks. It's a very interesting chart today, and how it looks. Anyways, sending you guys out. Let me know. Let me know. Give me your feedback, and may the Lord and the Lady watch over and bless you in all that you say and all that you do and all that you be. Sending you guys out so much love. I feel like I'm going to send out some extra love to you all today. Receive, 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 receive. Allow yourself to receive the love. Allow yourself to receive any healing that you need today. I feel like they're showing me that my guides are showing me that there's a lot of healing that needs to be done. So we're sending out healing to those. Allow yourself to receive the healing from your guides, from your angels, to know that it all is coming from your higher self. Receive that energetic flow for it to come with you, in you, and around you, and all that you say and all that you do and all that you be. And if you're still, I have a little prayer for you all, dear Heavenly Father and Mother. Please watch over and guide us during these times. Help us to be patient. Patient not only towards others, but towards ourselves. Guide us to be more loving and understanding in all areas of our life, and to be open to the abundance and prosperity that is around us, knowing that we are able to still receive the abundance and the prosperity in all forms, in all ways, around us, through us, and within us, upon our journey and upon this walk. And we ask the Divine Lord and Lady to come through each and every one of us. Guide us. Guide us, guide us, guide us. Thank you. Thank you. Whew, my hands are hot. My hands are hot now. I've been really thinking I need to join Journey. It is. It's a fabulous. It is. It's absolute. Candace, it is. It's great. Yeah, coffee, please, Mickey. Yes, come on, Mickey. Let's get it going. My hands are hot. Woo! Boy, they're just heating up. Thank you for Charlene. We're signing off now. Thank you for joining. God bless you. So please be kind to yourself. Allow yourself to take each step that you need to take. Honor this journey. The journey was transforming. Oh yeah, Journey Club. Yes, Journey Club is transforming. So definitely look into it. The dates on my website are wrong. Just an FYI, the times are wrong on my website. But as I said, right now, until Mercury is fully direct, I am not touching my website. That's just my little quirk in me, because I know what can happen. So sending you guys out love, peace, joy, happiness, and prosperity. Blessed be. Bye-bye, everybody.